Alright. Let's see who dies this day. I kid you not. If Max, the roller skating emotional support dog, does not survive, I'm done. We'll have to try again next year because honestly. You go puppy. I'm either restarting from the last save or we're trying this game again next year because I am not losing the dog. Just period. I am not losing the dog. I don't feel like crying today. Alright. Hey! I still have my safety scissors. Woo! I was afraid the game was gonna reset my safety scissors. Alright. Give me one quick second. I am going to do a thing. Yes. Okay. That's better. Now let me do another thing real fast. Okay. So, we are supposed to be telling Peggy that we are ready to continue. Okay. I am not going anywhere without my safety scissors, by the way. I can go, like, perusing the area to see if we can find, like, some more records or something. Whilst I wait. That's my pile of stuff. I remember. I just got my piles of stuff. Dead flies. Those are supposed to be dead flies. Okay. Can I interact with the coffee pot? No. We can't start the coffee, guys. We're not allowed to start the coffee. I might not actually use coffee. So those are just framed records. I can't like pick them up. Cool.
Locked tight.
So she won't open the door for me because there's a killer on the loose, but she's fully okay with me running around doing all the stuff. She's just like, sorry, Forrest, there's a killer on the loose. I'm not opening this door for anybody. Oh my gosh. Open the door. I'm just looking for stuff. In the ladies' room? Apparently. Thank you. I'm just looking for records or anything. No, can't do any of that. Okay. Close enough. Any chance of escape? No. No chance of escape. I mean, I think we've been through everything down here pretty thoroughly. Pretty sure if there was a hidden record here, I would have found it. I say that. Don't mind me, I'm just tidying up your desk. Ugh. I'm not sure I want to go out there.
So many locked doors, so few keys.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. You know? Okay. I'm just looking to see if we've got any hidden records somewhere. We really need to clean the studio up, guys. Guys, our radio studio is a mess. There was a thing to pick up over here. I saw it. You can't lie to me. I saw it. Ah! High-grade video cassette. That was the thing to pick up. Okay. Cool. I have safety scissors. We will be okay. I'm not gonna be okay, guys.
I need a key to get in there.
Alright, so there's no getting into or out of the building at this point in life. Okay. Well, I feel like I have looked around pretty thoroughly for all the stuff. Right, there's her little back corner area over here. Attention, please stop putting stickers on the office furniture. You're lowering the resale value of everything. Reggie. Bill was here, apparently. Okay. Well, I guess that's about everything that I can do. Okay. So, I guess it's time. Hey, Peg.
Let's get going, Peggy.
Alrighty, we could run another segment or... Scratch that, Forrest. We have a caller. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
You're through to 189.16, The Scream.
I'm getting
What's
there.
your emergency?
Hello again, Forrest. Oh, that
Oh.
call with the teens was awful. Those poor kids. Still, I'm glad the girl didn't get hurt.
Thanks for your concern. Are you in trouble? What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you again to play my song, Forrest. You said you were gonna play it, but you didn't.
Your name was Dawn, right?
What, Peggy? Yes. Oh, well remembered. My name is Dawn, and I wanted to ask you again to play my tune, Forrest. Long Ride Home? You know, the one that Peggy said she threw outside the window?
You must love it. But we don't have it.
But we don't have that song. As you just said, Peggy threw it out the window.
But, Forrest, you do have it. It's just outside the window.
There's a serial killer on the loose. I can't just go outside hunting for a record.
I'm really sorry, Dawn, but we just can't get it right now.
But wasn't the Whistling Man just at the old murder house? That's miles from the station. It won't take you a second to grab it.
Try again
Call
tomorrow.
us back tomorrow when this is all over, Don, and I'll gladly play it for you then.
No, that won't do. Don't worry. I think I can bring you around. Forrest? Peggy, I'm calling with more than a request. I know something. I think I know who's gonna be next.
What?
Are you serious?
Play my song, Forrest, and you'll find out.
Well, folks, here's some music for you while I think things over. It's funky, it's groovy, it's Stab in the Twilight by Knife and Easy.
Oh, that's
Is she serious, Peggy?
really unfortunate.
She's
of a
serious
name.
about hearing that song, that's for sure.
Peggy, I mean, is she serious about...
I don't know, Forrest, but we don't really have a choice, do we?
Oh, we always
If
have
she's
a choice.
telling the truth.
all right,
All right,
all right.
I'll do it.
You're a good man, Forrest. I'll slide you the key to the fire door.
Wait, our fire door has to be unlocked?
Yeah, you know, I never thought about it, but yeah. We should talk to Reggie about that later. Anyway, I'll hold the fort down while you're out. Maybe I'll even get a caller. That could be exciting. 189.16, The Screw. With me, Peggy.
Okay. Here we go. Why am I the one that has to go outside? Alright, well, you know what? If I'm the one that has to go outside, at least I has my safety scissors. I have my safety scissors. You will not get to me. I didn't close the upstairs door. Guys, I didn't close the upstairs door. Oh, good.
You know, I hope she'll be happy when I'm brutally murdered by the Whistling Man. Out here, in the open, alone.
Yep. Okay, that's the one that she wants. That's definitely going to trigger something if I pick it up, though. And I'd rather not. Have to. That better have been a stray doggo. That better have been a stray dog. That better have been a stray dog. At least I've got a pair of scissors.
Which window would she have thrown it out of?
The one around the corner. I have a pair of scissors. Ooh. I'm just gonna collect you guys over there, if you don't mind. I have a feeling I'm gonna need that in a minute. I'm not a fan of this. I'm going to assume we're gonna need more. It won't let me pick that one up. And no, I am not putting down my safety scissors. I don't care if it means I can only carry one thing at a time. These are my safety scissors. And I like them. I'm going to assume we gotta put these in. That's an A30 and it won't let me pick it up. Excuse me. This is an A5. So I took out 3 A5s. So I'm going to assume we need 3 A5s. Okay.
Here it is. Long ride home.
Yay. So, how do I get back into the very locked studio? I'm assuming it's got something to do with finding the things.
Of course. It locks behind me. And of course the key doesn't work on this side. Fantastic. Maybe there's another way back in through the basement. A door, or elevator, or something.
Push the button.
And that's broken too. Only the best for K-Fan.
Let's see if I can fix this. Looks like a power issue. I should check the fuse box.
I've got an A20. Okay, so the thing said I need 70, right? So this says I need 70. So 15, that's only 35. Would be 5, 6, 7. So I need this one. Thank you. I was gonna say. So I'm assuming it's 70 means these have to equal 70. So 2 and 3 is 5, and 5 and 5 is 10. So 5, 60. That's 60.
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
Okay, so that's 60. So I gotta be missing at least one more. I'm not a fan of this. Not a fan of this. Who keeps fuses out on the ground, by the way? Can we talk about that? Who's like, oh, hey, you know what we should do with all these extra fuses? Scatter them around the ground. Ah, here we go. 30. Okay, so we replaced the one A20 with this A30 and we should be good to go, yes? These are my safety scissors. I will not be getting rid of them. Right? It's 3 and 3 is 6, and then 5 and 5 is 10.
Bingo!
So, thank you. As much as I appreciate all of this, I don't want to be here anymore. Good! Let's
I could
enter the studio by the
Probably
creek.
survive that fall.
Alright, press C, it's control. Press control to crouch. Can we close this now? I don't like the idea of this not being closed. Can we close this now? It is just a locker. Is there a way to close this? I do not like the idea of that being
Looks like
open.
the janitor's closet. What did Peggy say his name was? Clive?
Hey, Clive. This is not a regular locker. I'm just gonna,
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
The music got all creepy. Do we have anything better here? Anything better here than scissors? Marriage announcement. We would like to celebrate the marriage of Kim Walker and Peter Stein on May 30, on the 30th May, 1970. Best wishes to the happy couple. Gallows Creek Game Day! Gallows Creek High versus Quiet Ridge High. Division 2, Saturday, 8th March. It's supposed to be in America, right? They got the things wrong. Unless I'm wrong. 1977, Gallows Reporter. Tuesday, July 19th, 1977. Crime syndicate impounded. Criminal operations shut down. 24 arrests. Inside informant walks free. Police have today finally put an end to the long-running car thieving crime syndicate. The arrests were made after a member gave up information on their co-conspirators to investigators. The informant, who has to remain anonymous and will hereafter be referred to as R.A., has walked free with no charges more on page 13. Gallows Creek Real Estate. Trailer for sale. Cheap. Sale price $10,000. Lot 101, 63 Mercady Street, Gallows Creek. Contact real estate agent Tyler Wallace for more info. I'm sick of being a local celebrity. People are so mean to me. I only stole a few cars. Who cares? Buy a new one. I'm selling my trailer and leaving town ASAP. I just want to get out of here. Please buy it. Justice for festival victims. The 2-year investigation into the festival accident has concluded. Investigators blame 2 engineers that were contracted in from the local power station. Lead engineer Ant Williams and junior engineer Sean Everett were distracted talking about horror movies while assembling the big wheel, which led to various construction mistakes. They've been ordered to do community service for a total of something hours. Sorry. Finishing off a drink. cheap real estate. 1987, Quiet Ridge Health and Safety Convention. Tuesday the 1st, Sunday, September 6th. Do you care about health and safety? Good. Then come on down to the yearly convention, featuring special guest and lead engineer responsible for the Gallo Creek harvest disaster in 1972. They say you learn from your mistakes. Well, I turned mine into a career. Is your car safe? Sheriff Matthews warns citizens to look out for suspicious behavior after multiple car thefts. The crime wave of 70 will be stopped. I can assure you. We must work together to bring down this criminal. 24-hour gas station bought by local ex-lottery winner. Christine's Gas and Repair has been sold to a man who won the lottery 14 years ago. The new owner claims it will keep me busy on an evening. He asks to remain anonymous. Diary of a Car Thief, police informant, tell-all book on sale now. $2 off with this coupon. The 1987 Gallows Reporter. Local legend takes to Manhattan. Infamous author of the tell-all book, Diary of a Car Thief, moves out of Gallows Creek for a new life in the big city. She stole our cars and then she stole our time and money, said our reviewer Jim Randy last year. More on page 15. So the leak was a female. Was a her. Call for donations. Call for donations to help Chuck Brody. Former Gallows High School star Captain Chuck Brody suffered a career-ending injury as a victim of the festival disaster late last year. To help him on his road for recovery, we're all buying him some lottery tickets. Hopefully he'll get lucky and can get back on his feet. Pun not intended. Drop the tickets in the bucket below, thanks. So Chuck Brody then bought the gas station. Because the local lottery winner bought the gas station, so Chuck Brody is the gas station guy. Festival of Disaster. Big wheel breaks free. 15 injured. Who's to blame? Gallows Creek Harvest Festival closed early this year after tragedy struck only hours after opening. The big wheel broke free from its support and rolled through town. An investigation is currently underway. More on page 12. Flu for thought. Local Dr. K. Walker recommends all locals get their flu shot ASAP. Flu season is upon us. 84 is no different to any other year. Make sure you're protected. Mine myself, 1969 has been a great year so far. Staff surge at Power Station. Gallows Creek Power Station now hires 20 new staff in record hire, 12 of which are students from Gallows Creek High. The class of 99, Keith Walker was in the Science Club. Marie Campbell was in the Drama and Theater Club. Stanley King was in the Creative Writing Club. Kim Walker was in the Improv Club. Rebecca Allen was in the Car Club, as well as Aunt Williams. Billy Price was in the World Food Club, and Chuck Brody was in the Athletics Club. So we have hospital, gas station, power station, trailer park, Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Aunt Williams. Okay. Cool. Why has nobody put things in their drawers here? I do have a key.
There's a key. I'll just take that. Might be
Then
important.
Key to the basement stairs. Okay, that's some kind of weird toy. Ooh. I can pick up the mannequin head. Fun. Okay. Cool. Fun. Anything else down here? No. So I'm taking the mannequin. Oh, that scared me. Taking the mannequin head with me because I might have
I wonder
read
how the
something.
show's going.
I might have read ahead on something in the, just an achievement. It's nothing amazing. Not going that way. Okay. And we have the key to the basement stairs, so I should be able to do this. Hello. So, Peggy, how's that music swapping thing going? I'm pretty sure the record is done for at this point.
Needs a key.
I'm pretty sure the record is done for right about now. Okay, those are the stairs down to the basement. Rather not go to the murder basement if we can avoid it. There. Yep. Place the mannequin head in the fridge. It's just an achievement. It's nothing amazing. Okay. Guess we're going back to the office then. Just gonna lock everything behind me. Just because I want to make life more difficult for anybody chasing me around. However, they could always just break through this lovely glass door. But I'm still gonna carry around my safety scissors. Excuse me.
Isn't that such a good song, folks? And now for... Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I
Yep.
thought something had happened.
Something did happen. Clive the janitor might be Clive the murderer.
What?
I'll start from the beginning. The fire door locked behind me.
Yep. So I had fun getting back in through the fire door. She took off
Why
at
did you heave
12.
that thing all the way up here?
Because the basement's creepy as hell, and I don't like standing around down there.
Fair enough.
Fair. All right, let's run through this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement
Yeah.
made by our creepy janitor,
Uh-huh.
who we think is the creepy whistling man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And on the creepy board are the names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Aunt Williams.
Where's
Correct.
the thing
And
for...
you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's, next target.
That's right. And we've got to find him.
You said there are 4 locations listed there too?
Where's the gas
The
station
hospital,
thing?
the power station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations. Forrest, you're gonna have to figure out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help.
Okay. Game day. Where's the thing about the, Where's the thing about the gas station? I know I read it. Gallows reporter. Here we go. Chuck Brody. bought the gas station. Which means Chuck Brody would be at the gas station. Kim Walker is the doctor, which means Kim Walker would be at the hospital. Who is Rebecca Allen and Aunt Williams? Kim Walker married Peter Stein. Not sure how that interacts, but we'll put it there. Okay, this goes with the festival. Was Rebecca Allen the car thief? Right? Because we know that Kim Walker is the doctor, she's at the hospital. We know that Chuck Brody won the lottery. He was injured in the festival disaster. Broke his legs, couldn't do anything else. So they bought him a bunch of lottery tickets. He won the lottery, purchased the gas station. That leaves Aunt Williams, which is definitely a dude, right? Yeah, Aunt Williams is a guy. And we know that the person who ratted on the car thieves was a girl. She was also in the car club with Aunt Williams, right? So these two were part of the car theft ring. She sold her trailer, or is it still currently for sale? That's 1986. What year is it? Excuse me. Oh, they won't let me out. Okay. Is there anything in my random pile that gives me the date? What year is it? Ah, here we go. 1987. Okay. So she was selling her trailer? In 84. Right? Okay. So this is all part of the car theft ring. Yeah, so, okay, so no, she was selling it in 86. She was selling it in March of 86. It's September of 87. Oh, bus accident. Hello. Didn't see this one. Beep, beep, look out, tragedy. 5 dead and 16 injured after brakes fail on bus. Tragedy struck Gallows Creek yesterday afternoon after a bus failed to stop and crashed into a fuel tanker. The deceased have been identified as Gallows Creek's locals M.D. Rudd, Mr. M. Houston, Mr. P. Stein, Mrs. K. Stein, and Mrs. Mildred and Mrs. J. Mildred. So the marriage announcement actually goes here, right? So the Steins were actually killed in a car accident. But I don't have anybody named Stein on my list. Kim Walker. I don't have, oh, I do have a Kim Walker. But she's not on our list. Oh. So Kim Walker would have been in the hospital, but she did. Okay. So Kim Walker was a doctor. She married Peter Stein, and then they died in a bus crash. That's our thing there. Okay. Chuck Brody. Let's organize my list for Chuck Brody here. Chuck Brody was injured in the festival disaster. He got a bunch of lottery tickets. And then he bought the gas station. Okay. We're gonna say this one is Rebecca Allen. Hang on. Alright. So this is all the information we have on Rebecca Allen. She actually shouldn't be at the hospital because she did. Okay, this is the Health and Safety Commission. And this is Local Legend Takes to Manhattan. Okay, so this is her as well. Okay. When was this? 87. Yeah, okay. So she sold her trailer in 86 and moved in 87. Yeah? Okay. So this would mean she's the trailer park because that's the information we have. But she gone. She moved. Okay. Chuck Brody. Trying to organize this into cohesiveness. Alright. So, for Chuck Brody, we start with, we've got a lot of information on Mr. Brody. Okay, let's put this all the way down here at the bottom. Okay. Okay, so here's how it goes for Brody. Alright, justice for victims. 2 engineers were blamed. Okay, so that's Chuck Brody's long list of things. That means Aunt Williams has got to be the last guy over at the power station. Because she should definitely be the hospital. Yeah, so we have the staff surge at the power station where a lot of high schoolers, a lot of the local high schoolers were hired to work at the power station. But that's all we really have on him. I'm not happy with that. I'd prefer if we had a little more on him. But okay. Alright. So, here's what I'm thinking. Okay. We have Kim Walker, who was a doctor. She married Paul Stein, Peter Stein. They died in a bus crash. She would have been at the hospital. She's out. She gone. We have Chuck Brody. He was Gallows Creek's star poster boy, but he got injured in the festival disaster, which was caused by these two guys, who then made a career out of it. The town held a fundraiser for him where everybody bought lottery tickets. He did in fact manage to win the lottery and purchase a gas station. So he's still on the chopping block. He's just chilling at the gas station. Okay. Rebecca Allen was obviously the person who, she was part of the car ring, right? We have the car theft ring showing up. And then when the car theft ring was busted, they said RA were her initials. That's Rebecca Allen. And then down here, it mentions that she wrote a tell-all book. So that's definitely Rebecca Allen, because she was the only girl left on the list. So Rebecca Allen was in the car theft ring. She ratted them out. She got outed as the rat. Sold her trailer, moved to Manhattan. She's off the list. That leaves Aunt Williams at the power station. The only other thing that I could suggest... Hello, Aunt Williams. I was going to say, the only other thing I can think of is that Aunt Williams is somehow involved in the festival disaster, which he absolutely was. Okay, cool. So I'm going to rearrange this a little bit. Give me a second. We're just gonna rearrange some stuff here. All right. Aunt Williams. Gallows para reporter, local legend. Okay, right. That goes over here with her. Okay. All right. So, Aunt Williams stuff. Aunt Williams has got to be currently at the power station. Because justice for the festival victims. He stayed in town. And then he got hired in the new hiring boom. However, I think the power station is probably closed for the night. So I don't think he's there. Rebecca Allen was part of the car ring. We know this. She ratted them out. Sold her trailer. Moved to Manhattan. Okay. So this, I think, is our list. Okay, so Kim Walker was our doctor. She worked at the hospital. But she died in a bus crash. Out. Chuck Brody was our football star. He got injured in the festival disaster. They bought him lottery tickets. He won the lottery. He bought the gas station and said it was a good place to spend his nights. Since it's 2 a.m., he's probably still there. Aunt Williams was an engineer. He was hired to put up the festival stuff, but he got distracted. He screwed up. he was convicted and had to do community service. Part of that community service was probably giving this talk on health and safety. But since then, he's gotten a brand new job working at the power station. So he would be at the power station, except I think the power station is closed right now. Well, I mean, it's obviously still buzzing, but I don't think there's anybody working there at this hour. So he's in, but I think he's not in. Rebecca Allen was part of the car theft ring. She sold her trailer, moved to Manhattan. She's out. Okay. So, I think I've got it.
How's it going?
Actually, before we tell her that we've got it, give me a second. I am going to be right back in just a minute. I'm going to give you guys a break video. You know I'm working on that. Are you trying to help?
Wow, yeah. Jump in that snow. Run in that snow, doggy. Yeah.
Poor thing, it's up to her belly.
Yeah. Seems like she's having a ball, though.
She loves the deep snow. She absolutely loves the deep snow.
It's like, I don't know where to go. I'll just keep running.
I mean, like, she kind of hates it when it's just like, you know, a little bit of snow. But when it's deep like this, oh, she loves it.
There she goes.
Did she come back?
No, she's going fine.
Okay, sorry about that. Alright. Think I'm ready.
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
Yep.
I'm sure. Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Chuck Brody.
Chuck Brody.
And where will I find them?
Gas station.
The gas station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
Tell me she's not broadcasting this. Tell me we're still just playing the music for this.
Hello? Chuck Brody! Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
The Whistling Man? Who the hell are you? Who is this?
This is Forrest Nash. Listen, the Whistling Man's back. We found a list with your name on it, and
Oh God. It's today. The year I finally let myself forget.
forget what?
Forget. No, man. I gotta get out of here.
Go!
I think he ran off.
Well, fingers crossed that Chuck... Jesus!
Holy!
Something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Is Chuck?
I don't know.
Hang on, we're getting a call.
Hi.
Hello?
Chuck?
Chuck!
Woo!
Forrest, the whole goddamn gas station's gone up.
I was right!
Anyone hurt?
I
Woo!
don't think so. I got everyone to follow me out. The town's only ambulance was blown to hell, though.
Oh, good! That's what we needed.
Damn it, that fireball threw me. I've got to get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great. Forrest, man, I can't thank you enough, but yeah, I gotta go.
Wait, Damn it. We lost him. What was that about today?
Oh, Forrest, the call board is lighting up.
Oh my.
Get us into some music while I deal with this.
I mean, we were already in some music, but you know what? I'll change the record. Hey!
Here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16, The Stream.
Hey, you've been asking for it, so here it is. I'm not dropping my safety scissors. Hey, Peggy, we good?
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him.
Okay.
Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By
We?
you mean me, right?
Yep. Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot
We?
of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
I love how she waves at me because I'm staring her down. We have to go down, huh? We have to go down the stairs.
I'm not getting in there tonight.
I appreciate how we have to get down the stairs means I have to go. I don't appreciate the creepy music though. There we go. Good enough. Thank you. You have to go back down into the creepy murder basement. There's got to be something we missed. Please don't tell me to go back into the creepy murder basement. Why? What's wrong? The creepy murder basement is open to the elements. The basement is open. I don't want to go back into the creepy murder basement. You go into the creepy murder basement this time. Can we also talk about how much trash they just, like, keep around this studio? Do they never clean it? Yeah, this is still open! Why is that still open? Oh, there's a killer on the loose. He's slaughtering people. Cool. Leave the creepy murder basement unlocked. Yeah, that's fine. Leave the creepy murder basement unlocked.
A key? Was this always here?
No.
I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Nope. What key? Oh, I guess the thing was pointing to it, maybe? Because this arm was definitely not here before, right? They had it here, and it's like this arm was well, maybe it was. Maybe it was pointing towards this thing. Alright, look, that's just a screwdriver. Why does nobody put anything in the cabinets? He said there was a key. I do not see a key. Are you pointing at said key? Because I walked in and he was like, huh, a key? Did I already grab it? What? Why do we have this one creepily crawling out from under that? Why? I assume it's not in the drawers because apparently nobody in this place ever uses the drawers. I keep thinking this is said key because it looks like a key-shaped thing, but it's not. Is there a thing I'm missing or what? Do I already have said key? I guess maybe I already have said key. I mean, I wouldn't be like, hey, I wonder how this key got here. Honestly, the creepy murder basement is still open. It's more likely that the killer got in and planted said key. Is it like I don't have the key or... Like maybe it goes to that one private office over here.
Locked. For now.
Okay. So I'm guessing I didn't pick up said key. Although I can't see it, so that's going to be a fun issue. I can't see anything in there. There it goes. Nope. Because they're like, oh, there's a key. And I'm like, where? I have a screwdriver. I see a mannequin arm. I can't jump, so there's nothing up there. I don't really need vibrations. We don't really have vibrations on this, but it doesn't really give me a yeah, it's not really giving me a here we go, display. There we go. Okay. Turn the brightness way up. Can I find said key? Ah! Yes, I can. And no, that was not there before. Okay. There we go. See? That helped. I will back it down a little. There we go. I'll back it down a little, but not like all the way. Was that always here? No. It wasn't. Somebody is definitely pointing me in that very specific direction. Also, Kay has spotted the mailman. We will be in for a bargaining. Oh, good. Let's go down to another creepy.
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Ay, de mío.
Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps, find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking.
It's gotta be this thing, right?
Actually, Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
This isn't a map.
What else
This is a
hidden down
picture.
here? Be careful, Forrest. I'll keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Oh, that's fly paper. I thought it was a camera. No, that's fly paper. Okay, so he's saying this is... It's gotta be these shelves, right? Unless it's something else. Ah. Oh! Guys, there are a few more shelves.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning.
Okay, so
The
it's gotta be
degree of
here.
rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That
Oh.
puts the time of death.
Okay. Delivery notice. Shipping date 2nd September 1987. Shipping from Starling Security. Delivery. That's the thing that the one guy from the rink said that he did. Delivery and installation. Security alarm system model 4000. The mailman has passed by, in case you were wondering. St. Gabriel's Hospital, 87 Mackenzie Street, delivered and installed. Christine's Gas and Repair, 55 Thornside, delivered and installed. Roller Ricky's Roller Rink, 6 Romano Street, delivered and installed. Number 1032. Not sure if that's important, but we should probably remember it was number 1032. Woodside Apartments, Carpenter Ave, delivered, not installed. Unable to install, required new parts. New installation date 17 September. KFAM Radio Station, 16 Mason Street, delivered, not installed. Client opted for manual installation. Ooh. This is gonna have to come with me, right? Both these are probably gonna have to come upstairs with me. Aww. But what about my safety scissors? I want to keep my safety scissors. I don't have plans on leaving my safety scissors. Maybe we just bring them up like one at a time, kind of thing. I'm guessing that's our security system. Hi.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
Probably.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew.
Oh.
It was 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary.
Uh-oh.
None of us are innocent. But I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. That I can, I don't know, do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you. But that's past mattering. Now, there's more I can say.
A new vinyl for my
I
collection.
should say, but my
Somebody
employer
actually put
told
something
me
in a
my
drawer.
family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
See, here's
What
what
the
drawers
hell?
are for.
Peggy is not gonna believe this.
You pick things up and you put them away. This is what drawers are for, people. Okay, so that's the same thing again. Interesting that I don't need to rewind the tape for that. Okay, so the janitor is kind of part of it, it sounds like. Ooh, I got another one.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Oh my. Okay, so Clive is still muttering away over there. So there's more. Ooh, I see a red light.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation.
Okay.
However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress
Yeah.
in the immediate moments before death.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, I see what I done did something wrong, and I'm just kind of finding these out of order. Okay.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
This looks useful.
Does it? Can I read it? Alright, Town of Gallows Creek, case number, date report September 3rd, Sheriff Matthews. At 4 a.m., call was received from a jogger. A Miss Sandra Sharp, reporting that a body had been found washed up in the reservoir. I drove out to investigate and was able to identify the body at the scene as that of George Barrow. I contacted the coroner's office and then the boy's parents. They informed me that they had not seen him since 7 p.m. on the 2nd. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what we have. Other than me being completely and totally lost, because, oh, we do have that. Yeah. Yeah, we do have me being lost. Okay. So that's the final one. Alright. So here's what we have. We have me being very lost in a maze of shelves. Can we talk about why y'all stack your shelves like this? Okay. Y'all's shelves is just a mess. Okay, I'm trying to get back to the beginning, and I'm just getting all turned around. Can I adjust field of view in this at all? Okay. Display, please. Can we bring the brightness up? 75 works. Field of view, thank you. Might be adjusting that in a second. I'm not sure which way is which on that. Okay, that's a little bit better. I can see a little bit more around me. A little too zoomed in before. Okay. I mean, now it's probably a little too zoomed out, but hello.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Okay. I heard this one, right?
Small lacerations to
Yeah,
arms,
alright.
legs, and face.
Okay, so this is the entrance. Alright, so what we have here. Just checking inside the cabinet. Alright, that one's glitched out, that's fine. Okay, that's the picture that I put down over here, along with some stuff that I want to bring upstairs. Okay. So, the first tape recorder that we have.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The
All
degree
right.
of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours.
Okay.
That puts the time of death.
Alright, so here we go again. I am a fan of seeing things, thank you. Okay, so we have,
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m.
he's been dead for 5 hours,
Asphyxiation from drowning.
and he drowned. Right? So he died 5 hours ago.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Okay, so he drowned and was running around before death. This is this one.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation.
He wasn't drunk,
A high amount of cortisol was found.
but he was under a lot of stress.
Levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Okay, so he was not drunk, but he was very stressed out. Okay. So he was drowned after running through the forest, and he wasn't drunk.
Additionally, there
Okay.
appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm.
And he
It
was
looks like
also
it was trapped
injured.
in a car door.
Okay. So post-mortem is post-death. So there's a post-death injury to the arm that looks like it was trapped in a car door of some sort. Okay, so what can I glean from all of that? Number one, I am getting out of here. Number two, I am not getting out of here without my safety scissors. Okay. If there's more to do here, then we'll just start piling stuff up over here. If they're like, hey, there's more to find, then I'll continue to find it. Don't make me put down my safety scissors. I like my safety scissors. Okay, so from that autopsy, what we have learned. The victim was drowned. That's not even a question. He was in fact drowned. Taking this too. The victim was drowned. But take a look in there. Nothing. Okay. So the victim was definitely drowned, but he was under a lot of stress and running through the forest. He fell, he drowned, or not necessarily he fell. He was running through the forest, he was under a lot of stress. He drowned. Somehow. Is any of this something I can take a look at? Not really, no. Glue goes in the cabinet. See how that works? maybe it's something in his secret zone, right? So we found all that. We've searched around here. So maybe it's something in his secret zone in the back that I'm missing. Because it definitely says I'm missing something. Though I'm not quite sure what. Nothing. Okay. Alright. Pretty sure I just saw a little mouse running around, but okay. Oh no, it's a moth. Never mind. Aha!
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject
this has
likely
to be
feared
important.
for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. Is that recording? Shut it off.
Okay, so it was Dr. Sullivan doing the, so it was Kim Sullivan doing the autopsy. Report of investigation by County Medical Examiner. Name of deceased George Barrow. Time of death 9/2/68. Approximately 9 p.m. Deceased is Caucasian male, age 18. The cause of death is established to be drowning, as shown by the signs of asphyxiation. See Section 2, Paragraph 4 for more details. Abrasions were found on the knuckles, likely from getting into fights in the past. Ah, that's not what she said. Matches with known history of deceased being aggressive. No other injuries were observed, and from the coroner's opinion, there was no evidence of foul play. That's in direct opposition to what she just said. Additionally, the preliminary toxicology report indicates the deceased had a high level of alcohol in their blood. Also directly opposite of what she just said. It is the coroner's opinion that the deceased went swimming while intoxicated, resulting in his drowning. Virginia Sullivan. I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia. So they forced the coroner to falsify a report then. That being the case. So here's the thing. He definitely fell from a height, hit his head, and drowned. So he fell off something, hit his head, drowned in a body of water. And then he was moved post-mortem, and the whole thing was covered up. There's still more to do here, huh? Okay. Well, it's definitely not in here. So am I supposed to go to the one location then? The crawling hatch? Wait. That moth scared me. Alright. So then there's got to be more in here. And then this guy.
You're listening to this, then
Yes.
I'm probably dead. I'm a man
I jumped!
Stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers.
He usually doesn't let me jump.
I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers. One after the other.
Okay. Don't mind me. I'm just excited about jumps. Okay.
Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None
Okay.
of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. That I can. I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess.
Okay.
I didn't kill anyone, mind you. But that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say. That I should say. But my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I
Okay.
never spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
Mary Cartwright. Okay. So they're saying I'm not done down here.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem
Yeah.
injury to the arm.
It's like, what else do I have to do?
Preliminary toxicology results shows no sign
Yeah, we found that one. We found that one. I don't think I missed any.
stress in the immediate moments. Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face. Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from
Okay.
rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been
Is that a piano? Maybe a synth of some sort? Okay. Are we done now? There's more to do here. Okay.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape.
Ah!
Doesn't say for who, but
It's talk to her.
I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
Yep.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting
So
cut
I'm
up
supposed to
all over.
inform her on all
What would
this.
drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
No.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According
Looking
to
for
that,
a
it's just
river.
like you said at the start. George drowned
This
after
is the
getting
reservoir.
drunk. Said he liked to fight too.
But that contradicts
This
the
has
tape.
got to be the river.
I know. And I think I know why.
Right?
There's a note with a report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do
Dear
this,
Fallwood.
Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
Was it?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story.
Oh, really?
Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A
Oh.
car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
Blood flow.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
Blood
How did
flow
his
to
arm
the
get
area.
trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Well, there we go.
The jazz runner?
Yep.
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right?
Yep.
But there's no forest around there.
Yeah, the
Also,
reservoir's down
How
here.
did
There's
it
no
wash
forest.
up at the reservoir?
What do you
Which
mean?
means the river's over here.
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now.
Yeah.
The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report
Yep,
suggests.
over at the river.
That the sheriff
then they
tried to
drove it
cover
to
it
the
up,
other side of the
but
town.
accidentally
Drove it
let
and
something slip.
Drove it.
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive?
Yep.
Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
So there.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now.
Yep.
This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
Yep.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the Whistling Man already got him?
Possibly.
Yup.
We've had a lot of callers
He's the
tonight,
death I
but
think we saw at the beginning.
maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
Yep.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns.
Yep.
And that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek.
Ooh.
He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them.
Nope.
He was tracking them down to save them.
Yep.
Why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up?
I'm assuming.
Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Do I?
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look
But
that
the
way.
thing is, it was already an accident.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
Right? The thing is it was already an accident.
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed.
4,
I mean, really?
5.
How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
So we had until 5 or 6, and it's like 3 a.m. now.
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line. When you're ready, shut the music off.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events.
Yep. And I still got my
To
safety
this
scissors.
end, we're
safe.
calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Hello? You drunk enough to talk? I mean,
Redman Plunker here. Who's this? Is it you?
Nope.
Plunker, hey, it's the Radio Man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Not
So, mystery
much.
saving lives, the huge.
Right on.
Sweet.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Cool.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey,
hey
Virginia,
there.
it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
That's fair. You know what? Don't be sorry. You're
You've been
fine.
through a lot.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
I thought I was. I thought.
I can probably turn down the FOV on this.
Easy. We're not
The field
calling to
of
talk
view.
about earlier. We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Oh, you know a lot more than you think.
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive?
Mm-hmm.
No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I
Yep.
don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Yep.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think
Clive
Clive's
is gone.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
We thought so
dead.
too.
We thought so too, but
You don't understand.
Grilling
All
spree. I've
those
already done
years
grilling
ago,
spree.
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest he... Well,
and
Okay, yeah. Harvest
we
Festival.
found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
I think that's the last
How?
one to play.
I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them, and we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you.
Yep.
Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab.
Yep.
And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found.
Ooh.
Of course I said no. But,
He threatened
well,
your
when
family.
someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick.
And he was the
For
stick.
me, he used both.
Oh my.
You see, my sister is sick.
Okay.
She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's
Fair
expensive
enough.
to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive
All right,
promised
then.
me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said. And that if I ever spoke about this,
So Clive was a
he'd
mercenary.
beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand. She needed me.
we understand.
It's okay.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
I get it.
This will help end
Don't
it, Virginia.
approve, but I get it.
Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
Okay, so then the question is, who has that much power,
So, Virginia is tied up in all of this.
right?
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death.
Because
But for
George's
who?
death was an
Why
accident.
cover
We
up
know
these
this
details?
already. Right?
Well, we know Sandra was involved in George's death.
We do.
Do you want to call her?
I do.
All right, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yep.
Yeah, we need to ask her
I need to
about
talk
finding
this
the
out
body.
anyway.
She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her.
Yep.
Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
True enough.
All right, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio.
Oh, come on. I thought we were going to, like, break. No? Okay, cool. So...
Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who's this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of 189.16, The
Okay.
Stream.
We're just going
and
right
you're
into
live
it.
on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you asked.
Oh, my. Hmm.
I'm calling to talk about death and murder, Sandra.
That was
Be
probably the
serious.
wrong note.
Well, you go right to it, huh? I don't know as much about that as I do jazz and jazz dancing, but I'll try. What do you want to ask
I
me?
probably should have
Do you
just
know
asked
why
her
the
the
Whistling
question.
Man might have targeted you?
Ha! As far as I could tell, he was just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd
Ooh.
chase after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people.
Yeah.
People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Didn't you find
Sandra.
a body?
We know you found George's body. We have the police report.
I don't know what you mean.
It's okay.
It's okay, Sandra. We know.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This studio is my life.
Yep.
After I found the body in the river.
Ah!
It was my
In the
studio.
river!
Do you understand?
Sure.
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
So, whoever it was owned the building that her jazz studio was in and was raising her rent. He said he'd stop raising her rent if she kept her mouth shut. Who was he?
Sandra? Who was he?
He said if I told everyone I found the kid in the reservoir instead of the river, I'm sorry. I can't do this.
Ah, so close.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any better. You truly did great, Forrest.
Thanks.
Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts
I do.
on what's going on tonight,
Oh, I have thoughts.
please call in.
I'd
That's
love to
good
call
timing.
in, but you two won't
We've got
stop.
a call waiting just this second.
Oh, seriously?
Welcome to 189.16 The Stream with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Boris.
Oi!
No, this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight.
Hey,
But I
Bunty!
wondered if you could send a special birthday message to my uncle.
Bunty! Get off the line.
You want to do that now? Really?
Why? Of course now. It's his birthday. I won't have a chance to do it again until next year.
May as well, Forrest.
Fine.
Tie up
What's
the
his name?
lines, why don't you?
Thank
It's
you,
not like we have a
Boris.
killer on the loose
He's
and we're
my
the only
Uncle
911
Ronald.
callers.
His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe it? Folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you would like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my God, damn it!
Yes! Tell him he can get the best birthday deals and party packages here at Pony's Pizza.
Just
Don't
cut
forget
him
to-
off.
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us! God damn it, Peggy, this is your fault.
My
no,
fault?
do not blame
I
her.
said I didn't want to do it.
Don't blame me because Brian Ponte can't control himself.
Ah.
Don't worry. We've already got another caller on the line.
Don't blame her.
Just pick it up, okay?
She's doing her job.
This is 189.16, The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller. Ponty.
Ponty's Pizza always delivers. Come rain or sleet or whistling man, we'll be there.
Oh my gosh.
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay?
No. I will never be
Forrest?
okay again.
I hope the whistling man gets in with his own pizza slicer.
Oh, that's
Jesus,
not
Forrest?
bad. Oh, that's
Sorry.
bad.
Sorry, that was
I'm
That was
under
too
a
much.
lot of stress.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's been a high-stress night.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry about him anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. We've got another call, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
folks. Don't spend your money at Pawnee Pizza. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
All right. Well, then here we go.
Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16 The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. Who may I say is calling?
Well, hello
Oh.
again, Forrest.
Don.
Oh, you're
We
back.
played your song, Long Ride Home. Did you hear it? Can you tell us?
Never mind that now. Forrest, I'm calling because I need your help.
You in danger?
Are you in danger?
I sure am.
Do you mean
Yes, he's after me now.
Who
you?
says?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
She sounds really calm.
Right. Okay. Tell us everything.
I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next after Chuck.
And what
She's
happened?
really calm.
I started to feel like I was
Like eerily calm.
I came back to my apartment.
Like
building,
creepy
but
calm.
This newfangled security system has me locked out. I need you to help me get inside.
Can you go somewhere else?
Well, home is the safest place I can be. Please, the front gate requires an entry code to open.
You should have
I
that.
need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the New Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park. But I doubt any of your listeners live there.
That's a
I don't have
train.
many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate.
The sound really carries at night. Shit.
That's the dog. That's Maxie.
I'm guessing you're not a dog person.
And the new,
No, it's my
ooh,
neighbor's
ooh, ooh.
dog.
The
Boy, I wish he'd
new
muzzle
thing
that
said
thing
they
and-
were away from the tracks.
And now he's blasting David Scopo out of his window. This night can't get any. The whistling man. He's coming down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please. I need your help. I need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
She's way too.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000. There's a keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
Okay.
We'll see what we can do.
Thank you, Forrest.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Don.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count on you. I'll sit out of sight. Call me back soon.
Okay.
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy while I try to break Dawn into her apartment.
Nope.
You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something?
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
not
it
just
wasn't
you.
just you. Something was weird about that.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
lot to unpack
Well,
here.
Tell you what, we have a Starling 4000 or whatever here at KFAM. Clive bought one for the station.
Yep.
Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who, but to help someone.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Okay, so she's locked out of the Woodside Apartments, and somewhere Clive probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? I found that thing yesterday for the Sterling Apartments, I think at the front desk down here. And it said that the Sterling Apartments, yeah, this thing, right?
Woodside Apartments.
Yeah.
Coming soon,
Yeah,
No
this
pets.
thing.
Not open until... What?
Exactly. So here's the thing. Not only are the Woodside Apartments not open yet, that part I didn't remember. I did remember them saying that they were far away from the tracks, right? Luxury apartments that are perfect view, located in the center of Gallows Creek, away from busy train lines and industrial sectors. So they're not near the trains, right? And we heard the train go by. Also, no pets. So that could not have been a neighbor's dog. Furthermore, even if she somehow lived in one of the model units, because like that is a thing, right? The model units are a thing. Even if she somehow lived in one of the model units, she still would have the code to get in. We wouldn't be in a situation of, oh, I need the code to get into my apartment. Forrest, you gotta save me. She would have the code to get into her own apartment, if that were the case. So, she ain't breaking into her apartment. Dawn is trying to break into somebody else's place. Also, she is far too calm. Right? Like, this girl be way too calm. I'm gonna start picking some stuff up and bringing it with me. But I'm not putting down my safety scissors. Yes, I could grab 2 sheets at once if I were to just do things a different way. But I'm not dropping my safety scissors, okay? These scissors are gonna save my life. They're probably not gonna save my life. That's the right thing? The right thing. This is the right thing. Okay. These scissors are probably not gonna save my life, but
Starling
don't tell me.
4000. User manual. Ah, these codes should come in handy.
Yes, they should. But we're not done yet. I've got more stuff to pick up. So, here's the thing, right? Number one, she's definitely breaking into the roller rink. Right?
Order delivery form. Starling must have left this by accident. This system's not even installed at Woodside.
Right? Like, she's not even... she's definitely breaking into the roller rink. Number one, because of the dog. Number two, because of the train. So she's definitely trying to break into the roller rink. Is my first thing. Now, the second thing that I am thinking, not only is she definitely trying to break into the roller rink, we're going to have to stop that. But, like, here's the other thing. This whole situation that we seem to have gotten ourselves into, right, all leads back to the death of George, right? This all leads back to George's death. That's fine. I appreciate that, right? That's okay. I get that. But, like, here's the thing. If it all leads back to George's death, we know George's death was an actual accident. We know George's death was an actual accident. That much we figured out. Because he was terrified, running through the forest, fell, hit his head, drowned, obviously in the river. Is what the one woman said, is that she found the body floating in the river. So, obviously, okay, I'm going to put this over here on the table. Because I'm keeping all this stuff with me. We have all the evidence. I'm not leaving it out of my sight. So, obviously, the death was already an accident. So then the question becomes, why would you cover up an accident? And the only reason I can think of is to avoid manslaughter charges. Now, manslaughter charges aren't that big a deal. They're no little thing. They still carry jail time and all that. But manslaughter is usually some form of an accidental death. You didn't mean it to happen. It's better than murder. Okay? So if they were trying to cover up manslaughter charges or to stop somebody from retrieving from getting manslaughter charges on their record, then odds are said person is somebody of very, very, very high influence in the town. Otherwise, you wouldn't bother. Right? Otherwise, nobody would care. So, the only person that we know of, usually it's like a mayor or something, but I don't think it's the sitting mayor. I think the person that was involved, or at least the family that was involved in this, has got to be Mr. Tommy Gallows Jr. himself. Mr. Tommy Gallows Jr. himself did something. I don't know what, but he did something back in the day to scare George so bad that George went tearing off through the woods, tripped, fell off the cliff, hit his head, drowned in the river. And to stop his son, or to prevent his son from getting a mark on his record from getting a manslaughter mark on his record, Daddy Dearest, Gallows Sr. went ahead. Ooh, I'm going to have to turn down the lights on this. Gallows Sr. went ahead and let's turn the brightness down just a little bit. There we go. So, also, we can, there we go. Turn it up to 100. There we go. Gallows Sr. very obviously paid to cover up the death. He hired Clive as muscle. He bribed Sandra. And he used Clive to threaten Virginia to cover up the death. I'm guessing everybody else that he has targeted, everyone else on our list. Who else was on our list over here? These guys. Kim Walker, Chuck Brody, Ant Williams, and Rebecca Allen were all there that night, as well as, well, Clive was the enforcer, so he might not have been there. But these kids were all there that night. Okay? This is just summations. These kids were all there that night. So they know what happened to George was a lie. But somebody's lying about it. Right? They know what happened to George was a lie, but they're lying about what happened. If I had to guess anything, if I had to guess anybody, I would say it was to protect the Gallows family, because I'm gonna guess the other kid that was there that night was Gallows Jr. And they're trying to protect him from getting some sort of a manslaughter charge. Okay, that's better. Alright, I am going to give you guys the break video, and I will be back in just a second. I do try to keep it down to like a maximum of 2, but we'll see. You know I'm working on that. Are you trying to help?
Wow, yeah. Jump in that snow. Run in that snow, doggy. Yeah.
Poor thing, it's up to her belly.
Yeah. Seems like she's having a ball, though.
She loves the deep snow. She absolutely loves the deep snow.
It's like, I don't know where to go. I'll just keep running.
I mean, like, she kind of hates it when it's just like, you know, a little bit of snow. But when it's deep like this, oh, she loves it.
There she goes.
Did she come back?
No, she's going fine.
It'll probably make him more anxious. Whatever happened here, he's told. You have no clue. You didn't see what we saw. I don't know. What exactly happened? Not sure. I'm not sure. The timing seems so real. Now it's all gone. Maybe the fog.
All right, I'm back. Also, if I can get a little mildly scientific with you for a quick second, right? If I can get some mildly scientific for a second. The other thing that they asked was how can they tell if there we go, recalibrate. How can they tell if an injury happened post-mortem? And I was just like, blood flow. Real simple, right? If you have an injury, your body flushes things like platelets and white blood cells and everything to help heal you. It's overarching. There's a lot more. It's very complex. But basically, platelets coagulate blood, stop the flow of blood, keep it all inside your body. White blood cells fight bacteria and help with the healing process. That causes such wonderful things as bruising and swelling. So if your blood was flowing and you were alive, when you got injured, there would be things like bruising, swelling, bleeding. Would be present because your body was trying to heal itself. However, if you're dead, your blood has stopped flowing. So there would be no bruising, swelling, bleeding. That's how they tell the difference. Is blood flow. No blood flow to the area, you were already dead. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to get super. Alright, we have the Sterling security systems, we have the number. Thought I had that aim. Yeah, there we go. We have the number for the roller rink, which is 1032. We have the Sterling Security Systems Manual. Oi, why is it... okay, hang on. There it is. Alright, so... here's what we need. Let me pull this back up so I can really get a good look at it. Alright, so... System overview. When entering codes and commands, sequential key depression must be made within 4 to 5 seconds of one another. If 4 to 5 seconds elapses without a key depression, the entry will be aborted and must be repeated from its beginning. Be sure to observe this precaution when performing any of the procedures in this manual. If you make a mistake while entering a security code, stop, press the star, then start over. If you stop in the middle while entering a code, and then immediately start the entry over, an erroneous code might be entered. A factory access code's introduction. Our state-of-the-art security system uses a 6-digit code system. Simply enter the code into the keypad and feel a free total peace of mind. A Sterling Security 4000 system comes with a range of features. The default codes for these features are listed below. Please change these codes immediately to prevent unwanted entry. Access codes. Maintenance call 311212. Alarm test. Warning, this will set off all security measures. 1915-19. Alarm test deactivation 811220. And the entry code is 715914. So what we're going to want, because she's obviously trying to break into something else, is the alarm test. So we want 1915. 1915 is the code we want.
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
Good. And did you find anything else?
I found a flyer for the apartments. They're not open for move-in till next month.
Yep.
No pets, and they're located pretty far from the trains.
Yep.
So Dawn probably isn't trying to get into Woodside, is she?
Nope.
Nope. You remember who else has a Starling 4000 installed, though?
Oh my god. Roller Ricky! Do you think we should give him a call? Is that crazy? I don't know what you'd say, but...
yeah.
That might be a good idea.
Give him a
Okay,
call.
one moment. I got the number here. Patching you through.
I'm keeping this going.
Shit.
He probably can't hear it over the music. Forrest, I don't know about this. This is super weird.
I got
Just
this.
put me through to Dawn. I'll take care of this one way or another.
We'll
Okay,
get this.
if you say so. When you're ready, shut the music off. Line 1, whenever you're ready.
Alright, let's do
Dawn,
this.
are you there? This is Forrest Nash from 189.16
I think I've already done
The
Stab in
Stream.
Twilight.
Oh, thank God you're back. I'm so afraid.
She does not sound
What's
afraid.
the code
That's
for
the
the
other
key?
thing. Give her the alarm test activation code.
The code is 191519.
Thank you, Forrest.
Yeah, she's been very... Whoop! Ooh.
Son of a bitch. Ah!
Yeah. Uh-oh!
Is she?
Yep.
Yeah, stay out! Nobody disrespects the sanctity of the ring. Don't ever come back
Woo!
again. I'm calling the cops.
Thank God.
Woo! We saved the dog!
Ricky, get back inside and turn on the radio. Whoever that was, she was trying to break into the ring.
She? Forrest, man, you got no idea. That was him. That was the whistling man. The alarm gave me just enough time to get my rifle. I don't like hurting folk, but I can't let anything happen to Maxie. He's my
Right?
best friend, you know?
Oh, I get you.
Listen, man, I'm heading back inside. Gonna barricade that window. My man, thank you. You and Peggy can skate for free whenever you want, forever. That's a done deal.
Thanks, Ricky. Can't wait.
You got it. Talk to you soon.
Woo!
Hey, Gallows Creek, here's some music while we process what just happened.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So, the whistling man is a woman?
Maybe.
I know. I can't believe it.
She called up. You spoke to her multiple times.
I mean, I worked it out a little bit when she called and was like, hey, get me in. Gallows Creek is strange. No, I mean, it could be anybody. It's not just Gallows Creek, man. She seemed pretty normal.
Yeah, she seemed pretty normal.
Why do you think she requested that song?
Maybe to get me outside, but then she would have done something, right? To mess with us? I mean, why would she be messing with us? She couldn't have done it to mess with us or to get me outside, right? Because she requested that song before she knew Peggy had thrown it out the window. Unless she, like, maybe ran into it outside. Because it was just laying on the mattress out there, right? Maybe she saw it earlier. Laying outside the studio and figured somebody had thrown it out. But then, like, why would I go out to get it from the dump? I would have just been like, ooh, sorry, that one's no longer in rotation. Right? So maybe she actually wanted it.
Maybe she actually wanted it. Could be her favorite killing song.
Ugh, that's awful.
I mean,
So?
awful but true.
What now?
I guess I should make an announcement. We do have new info.
Okay, kill the music and you can make the announcement. Okay, you're live in 3, 2...
Hey folks, this is Forrest Nash here. I hope you're all safely locked inside. For
Yep.
those of you listening to that last call, you might be wondering what to make of it all.
Done both of those.
Here's our
This is
take.
the only ad I haven't played yet.
We now believe the killer is actually a woman.
Yep.
One who might manipulate you into letting her in before she attacks you.
Ooh. We're neighbors. We look out for each other. Stay safe.
We're neighbors. Look out for each other and stay safe.
Okay, so
The killer was calling themselves Dawn.
Oh, right. This could be a
This
fake
could
name.
be a fake name.
She knew she was on the radio.
If anyone needs help or you have info on the killer, please call in. You folks have my new number, right? It's 911. Hopefully, our next caller can help shed some light on our
Late
killer.
night hackers? No, I'm pretty sure I've already done that.
Hey, we
one.
had a call come in.
Okay, folks, time to take a call.
Alright.
You're through to Forrest Nash on 189.16, The Scream.
Storm Riders?
Hey, man.
Murphy?
Damn straight.
What's
Hey.
going on, Murphy? You in danger again?
Nah, man. I've just been listening to the show here at home.
Good.
Since you asked folks to call in if they could help out, well, I'm calling. I don't know if I can say as much as other folks have, but I figure I wouldn't be a good role model to Fernando if I didn't try to help, you know?
Oh, right. I'm supposed to be over here. Hello. You're a good father.
You're a good father, Murphy.
Absolutely. Fernando's a
Murphy.
lucky kid.
Oh,
Why would
thanks.
Murphy have been targeted?
So, what do you want to know?
Well, what can you tell us?
I don't know, really.
All right. Well, do you know anything about the death of George Barrow?
Woo.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. What about the killer herself?
Herself? Man, I didn't get my ass kicked by a lady.
Really?
The man I went toe-to-toe with was a man.
You heard the last call, right, Murphy?
Yep.
So you know it's a woman, and you were trained by a VHS, Murphy.
I know, but... Man, how could it have been a woman under that mask?
Let's just move on. Do you know anything about the history of the Whistling Man?
No, sir. Tonight's the first time I ever heard of him.
What?
I moved here 3 years ago, man.
Moved
What do you
3
want
years
from me?
ago. Huh. Don't worry about
Hey,
it.
man, no worries. Just thank you for trying.
Moved
Right.
3 years ago.
Sorry I couldn't help y'all more, man. Now, if you'd have asked me about gators...
Forrest, we have a call coming in.
Sorry, Murphy. I think that's all we've got time for right now.
Why would he have been targeted?
I'll catch y'all with the gator talk later. Night.
Well, folks, that was a bust. But perhaps our next caller has more they can tell us. Let's find out. This is Forrest Nash, and you're listening.
Please help me. My name is Casey Moore. I'm at 25 Nancy Drive.
Woo.
My best friend's been stabbed. He's bleeding everywhere. I don't know what to do. Please help me.
Okay, okay. We can do this. Breathe.
Easy, easy. Take a breath. Relax.
We'll get
Okay.
this.
Okay, we've been out at the reservoir. We were heading back to his place when we heard this whistling all of a sudden.
Ah.
Started freaking out. He screamed at me, told me to hide.
Is this
I'd
the one
never
guy
seen
from the
him
power
like that,
plant?
And I just panicked and ran and hid in a bush.
Oh no. Forrest.
Then what happened?
He went up the road and talked to someone. I couldn't really hear or see anything. It sounded like he might have known the person,
Okay, so he knew
and
his
they
killer.
just stabbed him.
Alright. Was it a woman?
Casey, was he talking to a woman?
I don't know. They had a mask and wore all black. That's all I know.
Aunt.
Please, we need help here.
Is this Aunt?
I'll get you help, but I need to know. Where did the masked person go?
They left. They left him to bleed out.
Okay.
I waited until they were gone, then dragged him into the garage and called 911.
Wait, why didn't she make sure he was dead?
I don't know. I think I heard them say something like, "It's not so funny now, is it?" before they left, but please,
So
he needs to get to the hospital.
here's
I
a
can't
question.
drive, so we need an ambulance.
Forrest, the ambulance was destroyed in the explosion at the gas station.
Oh.
You should get all the info you can.
Okay. What's your friend's name?
What's your friend's name, Casey?
It's Jason Parker.
Okay.
Can you tell us where Jason was stabbed?
They stabbed him in the stomach, and then stabbed him again in his leg when he was on the ground, and it's...
So
Look, the
stomach
knife
and
is
leg.
still there in his leg.
Okay,
We'll be
do
right
not
back.
remove
Hey,
that.
Patch us through to the hospital.
On it. Phoning St. Gabriel's now. Switch to line 2.
Hello, St. Gabriel's Hospital. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Forrest Nash from 189.16. We have a stab victim at 25 Nancy Drive named Jason Parker. He's been stabbed in the stomach and the leg. He's bleeding heavily.
Oh God, I'm sorry. But the ambulance is, well, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I know, but please, we need something or he's going to die.
Forrest, listen, you're going to have to get him here. We need to see him and we can't get there ourselves right now.
We don't have any way to drive him right now. And even if we did, he's bleeding out fast.
Okay.
All right, listen. We need to buy him time to get here.
Yep.
That means stopping the blood first, and then finding someone to stabilize him.
Yep.
To stabilize him, you really need someone with first aid training. Do either of you have any?
No.
Me neither.
Damn it. I'm really sorry about this, but I have other patients who can't wait.
Okay.
All I can do is talk you through the procedure as quick as I can, and then leave the rest to you.
Do
You can
not
handle that?
remove that knife. Okay. Well, we can handle this.
Hit me.
We've been doing
I'm
it
sure
all
we
night.
can handle it.
Okay, from the top. If he's bleeding out, then you need to get him comfortable and try to stem the bleeding. Lay him down. Apply
So lay
continuous
flat.
pressure directly to the affected
Yep.
areas.
Apply
When the
pressure.
bleeding slows, get a clean cloth of some kind and hold it over the wounds.
Get them comfortable. Apply pressure. Clean cloths when slowed.
Yep.
Got it. I think.
You said he was stabbed, right? If the object he was stabbed with is still in him,
Do not
don't
remove it.
Take it out. It's stopping the worst of the bleeding right now. If anything, you should secure it so it stays where it is.
Yep.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yep.
It makes sense, though. God, that was a lot of info. But I think we can handle this.
Glad you got it so far, because there's more to go.
All right. Keep going.
I'm still with you, Doc. What else do we need to know?
If he's lost a lot of blood, he may enter shock.
This
if
is
he does,
true.
act fast. If you applied a cloth and it's bleeding through, don't remove it.
Do not. No, just
apply
pile on.
another on top of it. If it's safe, elevate his legs to get blood circulating to his vital organs.
Yeah.
Try to keep him warm. Get him to rest and reassure him. We need the patient to stay calm.
All right. Don't replace bandages. Elevate his legs.
Keep him warm.
Keep him warm and calm. This is a lot.
I'm really sorry. That's as much as I can give you right now.
Okay, we need
Try to
somebody
stop
with
the bleeding,
medical training.
Find someone to get him stabilized, and get him here as quick as you can. Good luck.
All right, Forrest. Casey's still on line 1.
Okay.
Hello? Hello? Forrest, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Okay. How's Jason?
I'm here. How is Jason doing?
Badly. He's still bleeding.
Okay. Okay.
I need help.
Okay.
I've been
Breathe.
putting pressure on his stomach wound since you left, but he's still bleeding.
I get
I
you.
don't know what to do.
Okay.
That's good, Casey. The nurse said to do that.
What about the knife in his leg?
Do not remove
It's
it.
gotta be hell. Should I pull it out?
Do not touch that
no,
knife.
don't touch the knife. The bleeding will get worse if you pull it out.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making suggestions.
Do not pull
No,
that out.
don't worry, Casey. We're a team here. We're all going to get Jason through this. Casey, is his leg wound bleeding right now?
I hate looking at that knife. Yeah. It's bleeding. His stomach is worse, though.
Okay. Leave the knife alone. We need to secure the knife. Secure the
I
knife.
think we need to secure the knife so it doesn't move around. Do you have anything you can tie around it?
Yeah. There's some laundry piled up on top of the dryer, some cloths on the hood of the car, and what else? I guess I've got my jacket.
Okay. We're gonna need something clean for his stomach, so I want to leave the laundry for that. We're probably, because they mentioned shock, we're probably gonna have to keep something to keep him warm, so there's the jacket. I don't want to say the cleaning rags because that risks a staph infection, but if we're just tying the knife down, we might be okay.
Take the cleaning rags and hold them over the wound.
I really hope these are clean. Here we go.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, Jason.
I'm sorry.
It's secure. I'm putting pressure on his stomach again. Oh, I'm starting to think we might make it.
Forrest, can I have a word?
Okay, what?
Casey, I'm going to have a quick word with Peggy. Keep putting that pressure on and let us know when the bleeding is under control.
Okay.
You're doing great.
But what if something happens?
We'll still
Well,
be
right here.
Just shout if you need anything, and we'll be there. I promise.
I got you.
Okay.
We're good.
I'll wait.
Okay.
Jason, please be okay.
All right, Peggy,
What's
what
up,
do you want?
We can't stay on the line with her all night. Dawn is still out there. What if other people need us?
You're right. She's probably on her way to her next target right now.
Exactly. And you heard the nurse. We need someone there with training who can stabilize him.
So
He's got to get to the hospital somehow.
Any suggestions?
Any suggestions, Peggy?
I might. A little before you started working here, KFAM did a mandatory first aid training course. Me and Karen missed it because we were away on a producer getaway.
You skipped it, didn't you? Never mind. So, how does KFAM's first aid course help us?
Casey said they're at 25 Nancy Drive, right?
Yeah?
Yep.
Why?
They put up a bunch of cheap houses around there about 10 years ago. So a bunch of people here at the station live around there.
Do you think any of them could help Casey and Jason?
Probably.
All right,
but
so
I don't
we
know
need
who
somebody
lives
with
there.
medical training near
And
25
since I missed
Drive.
the training day, I don't know who knows first aid.
Okay.
Could you call them and ask?
I don't know everybody's numbers. I've only ever called Karen. Everybody's personnel info is probably in Reggie's office.
Can we get in
Got
there?
it. I'll look through their files in Reggie's office. It's a life or death situation. I'm sure they won't mind.
Right. But there are a couple of problems with that.
With, of course there
Naturally.
are.
It's sensitive information, so Reggie probably locked it in his safe.
Great. Great. Do you have any idea what the combo for the safe could be?
Not a clue. Reggie's a serial note taker, though. Maybe something in his office will give it away.
Okay, so let's get the key to the office.
There is something else.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Have you ever heard the future is floppy?
Peggy, what the hell are you talking about?
Floppy disks.
I'm talking about floppy disks.
Floppy disks.
Floppy disks are like these futuristic things that have information
Are
on
they the hard
them.
disk
You
kind
put them
or
in a
the floppy
computer and
floppies?
they do something.
Peggy, I know what a floppy disk is.
Anyway, Reggie decided that the future is floppy and started phasing out our physical records and
Okay.
replacing them with these floppy disks.
Yep.
I imagine it's the same for our personnel files.
That's good to know. Since we haven't heard anything from Casey, I'm guessing Jason's okay for now. I'll check out Reggie's office and see what I can find.
You'll need a key for that. I'll
I'm
just slide it under
carrying
my door
my
now.
safety
Thanks, Peggy.
scissors.
I'll just have to look around.
Good.
Can
I'll patch my mic down to the office so you'll hear me over the intercom.
okay. Can I go now? Thank you. Okay. Reggie's office would be where?
That's not opening.
Not that one. Ooh, master of unlocking. Forgetting all the keys for the night. Okay, so his office has got to be downstairs then. Oh, is his office down in the murder basement? Oh, his office is down in the murder basement, isn't it? I'm just crawling through here. Forget that. Forget that noise. Alright. Just gonna close all these doors behind me. That's the kitchen. Here we go. Boss's office. I'm still got my safety scissors. Alright, so Reggie is a serial note taker and we're looking for floppy disks. Yeah?
Looks like I need a 4-digit code.
Alright, so Axe Forever, hang on, there it was. Axe Forever, need to write, pitch document, good title. Bring back original protag and villain. Okay. Oh, his little perpetual motion toy is all tangled. That's great. Can I read this? Hint, very important date. Okay. Do we have a calendar for him? First aid to the injured. Okay. First aid to the injured. So he took the course, which is good. Glad to know the boss took the course. I'm guessing his calendar is actually on his computer. No. What's this one? Clive, if you're reading this, stop stealing my post-it notes. Okay. Alright, we got our first floppy disk in.
Could this be it?
Doubtful. Ask Jan where those tapes are. It's been weeks now, overdue. Okay. Alright. Deep Cuts, top secret. Pizza delivery killer who kills with pizza cutter. Free slice on me. Ugh. Terrifying. There's a new there is never any pizza. What happened to the original delivery guy? Maybe write him in as a final girl's boyfriend? Protagonist is college student Megan, surname to follow. She's smart, beautiful, resourceful, and lactose intolerant. I was reading that right. Lactose intolerant. Amplifies the divide between her and the pizza killer. Takes place on 11/7. Very important date. 11/7. Very important date for the town. Great goose gathering event. While a large number of geese appear suddenly and save the town from starvation. Try to link this into the greater story. Need to kill off Megan's support network throughout the movie, like Acts 3, but even scarier. Maybe partner at Ponte's Pizza. Maybe partner with Ponte's Pizza for the launch. 1 to 10 orders just receive a pizza cutter and tickets to the movie. Okay, so we're looking for 1107. Is what we're looking for. Also, it seems like our guy, whoopsies. Can we clear it out? All right, so 1107.
Nice.
Oh boy. Here we go. Right. Okay, well, I don't know where I put it, but whatever sauce. Let's grab everybody's discs and see what we get. I'm just going to bring everybody's discs over here. It'll just be faster this way. All right. I can't read a single name on any of these, by the way. All right. Personnel file for Abigail Bridget. What was that? That was in game, right? Barbara's really going to get on well with all the staff here. Everybody give her great feedback at our last review. I get the feeling that there's something going on with her and Brad. Call it a hunch. Barbara got another cat recently. She must really have it. She must have had it at least 5 years now. Okay, so she got a new cat. That's nice. Freddie and Lord Winston, I'll need to monitor productivity going forward. The cat photos are a big distraction for the rest of the team. Barbara laughed when I told her about the concept for my new horror script. I don't care what she thinks. A story about an alien egg at the center of the earth, set to hatch on February 30th, is a great idea. Why else would we be avoiding having a February 30th? Okay. You go in the drawer. Who are you? Alright, Karen has really stepped up her duties recent months. She has fully taken on Hamish's show alongside the Timberline twins ever since Wes left us. Hopefully she doesn't get any ideas about being paid double. Karen has started mentoring Peggy. I think this will be good. Okay, so this is the girl that skipped the first aid training. Update, I'm suspecting these producer training getaways are being strategically timed. They've now missed both Secret Santa, first aid training, and the Teddy Gallows Jr. station visit. Okay. So, it's definitely not her. Alright, who am I looking
Hey,
at?
Peggy. I think Reggie's on to you and Karen. Maybe don't bring those little drink umbrellas into work for a while.
What? Why are you reading my file?
Why not?
You need to find someone who can help Casey.
I'm working on it!
Don't waste time.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates. I can read the rest of this later.
So, I've never seen somebody gel with everybody as quickly as Peggy has. Her, Karen, and Barbara have really become a little family. Maybe we need to run this station on girl power. Hopefully it's cheaper than electric. Sometimes I wonder if Peggy secretly wants her own show. She hasn't been shy about getting involved in the calls on the screen. Sometimes it feels as though Forrest could just leave for a coffee mid-call and nobody would know. Peggy and Karen have missed another work event, this time the first aid training, because of their training sessions. Their collection of cocktail parasols grows after each session. But why are they doing training sessions at a bar? What is this? Not important. Cool. Whose is this? Okay. Bradley Carter. He's a food critic. Is he anywhere near Nancy? He is on 31 Axe Down. Okay. When I hired Brad as our station's food critic, people said I was crazy. We only have 3 takeout places and a diner. What's the point? To them I say you can't be afraid to explore the darkest reaches of the unknown. Or Henderson. Bradley and Barbara seem to be spending an awful lot of time together. I didn't realize she was so interested in Brad's work. Maybe I should join one of their after-work meetings sometimes. I've always wanted to learn more about food. Brad and Barbara ended up missing most of our first aid training session. Brad made a joke about practicing mouth-to-mouth, and Barbara got really upset and stormed off. The joke wasn't that bad. So, Brad and Barbara are out. They was, engaging in activities. So Brad and Barbara are out. John Hedges. He's on 14 Nancy Drive. Ooh, he's close. John refused to engage with the first aid trainer during the course. I know he was a war medic, but it's a station policy to send everybody regardless. John apparently has a bunch of medical equipment in his home that he procured from the military at the end of his service. Is that legal? Do I need to report him? I spoke to John again about eating the free samples that Brad gets sent from his reviews. He said he'd stop, but he said that last 3 times too. Is it un-American to reprimand a war vet? John Hedges. John Hedges sounds like our man. So who's this file for? Is this mine? This might be mine.
Get a load of this, Peggy. Apparently, I'm a lone wolf type.
Forrest, what are you doing? We don't have time for this. We have a man literally dying on the line, and we're more interested in you.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates.
I found one.
I really shouldn't have read both. We're in a hurry.
I can't believe we actually got the Forrest Nash here in Gallows Creek. Oh, I'm still living in an inn. His motivation may be low, his demands are a bit beyond our means, and he's currently blacklisted from any reputable station. But honestly, we don't have a reputation to lose. Forrest isn't really integrating with the team. Seems to have his lone wolf thing going on. Heard him call Jeannie Janie, and Jeannie, Janny, and Brenda in his first week. Hopefully this changes when he gets settled. I've paired Forrest with Peggy for a show. They seem to have developed a relationships of sorts pretty quickly, which is good because we sure don't have the show budget to pair him with Karen. Okay, so it was this guy, right, that missed the thing? John something? This is Karen. What was this disc then? I know it was a white disc. It was John something, right? Yeah, John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. Okay. It was John Hedges that we're looking for. Let's go. Alright, we need to call John Hedges. Do I need to know his phone number? Hang on. Do I need to know his phone number? That might be a thing. I'm just going to take a picture of that because that's a lot of numbers. Well, here, we'll just do it this way. 542-0735. Ooh, before they required, area codes every time you dialed. You only had to know the area code back in the day if you were going to, I forgot to close the door. You only had to know the area code back in the day if you were going to call long distance. Then you had to know the area code, but you had to put a 4 over it if you were going to call long distance. Then, well, now they just charge you whether or not you put a 1 in front of it. But still. These days I don't think it matters anymore. Just because everybody has a cell phone, so it doesn't matter if you're long distance or not. Alright. So we're looking for John. Okay, I'm back, Peggy. Peggy? Peggy? Do I have to call her from the studio downstairs? Do I have to call him from the thing downstairs? I came all the way back up here. I have the answer. Ugh, that thing just annoys me. Alright. I didn't leave that up. Guys, I didn't leave that up. I went under it. Why is that up? Maybe my back supposedly bumped it up? Oh, here we go. That's my personnel file. Can I talk to Peggy? Ah, here we go, intercom.
Hey, Peggy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you find what we need?
Yep.
I think I know who our best bet is to help Casey and Jason.
All right, good work. Who should I...
Hello? Is anybody there? Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here. What's wrong?
Jason started going pale.
Uh-oh.
I tried to get him to rest, but he just threw up everywhere.
Okay.
What's happening? What do I do?
He's going into shock. He's going
God,
into
it
shock.
sounds like he's going into shock.
Okay.
Casey, just stay
It's
calm.
all right.
It's going to be okay.
But the bleeding seemed to slow down. Did I mess up?
Casey, calm down. You've done everything right.
You're doing fine.
I need you to listen to me, okay? For Jason.
What did the nurse say to do about shock?
Elevate his legs, not his wounds.
Casey, I need you to elevate Jason's legs. We need to get the blood flowing to his vital organs.
Got it. Jason, stay with me. I'm just gonna move you. This might hurt. Okay. I propped his legs up on some boxes.
I'm looking at my notes.
Okay.
We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible. Do you have anything you could use nearby, Casey?
Okay.
Yeah. I still have some laundry next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second.
I screwed up then.
Sorry.
I thought she was going to use the laundry on the stomach wound.
Oh, God.
Apply additional
Don't
bandage.
remove the bandage. Apply another one on top of it. Do you still have something you can use?
I've used the rest of the laundry to keep him warm, so
Jacket.
I'll use my jacket.
Yep.
I can always get a new one.
Should have used the rags to
I'll
keep
fix
him
the
warm.
bandage and get him warm. Hold on, please.
But I mean, worst comes to worst, he loses a leg off of this, right? If the infection gets too bad.
I'm done. You're gonna be okay, Jason. Just relax now, okay?
Boris, I'm scared. He's not doing well. Is he?
Is he gonna?
He's gonna be fine.
Jason is going to be fine. Just make sure he knows he's going to be okay, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Please. I can't give him what he needs. Please send help. I can't lose him.
We're
All right,
working on
Forrest,
it.
we need to hurry. Jason doesn't sound like he's doing too well.
We need John
You said
somebody.
you knew who to call earlier? Who was it?
John Hedges. John Hedges.
We need to call John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. He didn't really participate in the first aid training, but he's a former war medic. He's probably the most trained person we have.
Really? I never really spoke to him before. A war medic, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got
and
his phone number.
according
Do
to
you need
Reggie's
it?
notes,
Let's not
John
broadcast
keeps
it though. I
all
don't
of his
want to
old
dox
equipment
him.
at his house. He's something of a hoarder.
All right. What's his number?
5420735.
No, let's not put that on the
Call
air.
him now. Let's hope he picks.
Who the hell is this calling me? What time is it?
John, it's Forrest Nash here at KFAM. We have an emergency and we need your help.
Yep.
Forrest, if this is a work emergency, then it can wait until the goddamn morning.
Nope.
Just leave me a note like everybody else.
It's a medical emergency.
John, no, this is a medical emergency. A man has been stabbed by the Whistling Man, or never mind. He's badly hurt and he's going to die unless we get someone to him now.
The Whistling Man? What kind of joke is this?
John, we're not kidding. A man is gonna die if we don't help him right now.
Seriously, I haven't been called on for over 10 years.
Come on, man. You can do this.
What's his condition?
He's at 25 Nancy Drive. I think we got his friend to stem the bleeding, but he's gone into shock. He's passed out right now.
You say he was stabbed? Do you know the extent of his injuries?
From what we were told, he has 2 major stab wounds. One to the stomach and one to the leg.
Oh.
The knife is still in his leg, and the stomach wound is open.
Understood. Let me grab a few supplies and I'll head right over. Damned if he dies on my watch.
Well,
Thank
all
you,
right
John.
then.
We'll let him know you're on your way.
Good luck.
Hello, Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Bad. Jason seemed really weak and then just started thrashing.
How is he now?
What about now? Is he still thrashing?
He's passed out. Please tell me you found someone to help.
We
Casey,
got
help
someone.
is on the way. My colleague will be there soon.
You hear that, Jason? Someone is coming.
Just hold on.
Just fine. Just hold on for me, okay? Just hold on.
Come on.
Hello, Casey. This is John Hedges. I'm here about Jason. Please let me in.
That's him. It's fine.
I'm guessing that's Jason there.
Please
Casey,
tell
I'm
me
gonna
I
need
didn't.
your help. Forrest, Peggy, don't you two worry. We've got this from here.
Okay. Forrest, we'll call you back later. I have to go now.
Good luck, everyone.
Okay.
God, I hope he's gonna be all right.
Me too.
And with that, the show moves on. We're sending our best wishes to Jason.
Okay.
Well, after all that excitement, I think we could use some music.
Come back upstairs when you're ready.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to close the door. These doors don't really close the way they should. Anyway. No. Okay. Done and done. Back home to my enclosed room. Okay. I'm going back to my enclosed room. I'm coming back. Here.
Here comes one of my favorites.
All right, there we go.
Getting pretty late. This might be your last break for the night, so try to enjoy it. Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
All right, we're ready.
Let's roll.
You got it. We've got another call coming through, too. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Welcome back to 189.16, The Scream. I believe we have another caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, it's me.
Ricky!
Oh, and Maxie's here too.
Good to hear from you again.
Yay!
How are you both doing?
Oh, we're good, man. Thanks to you. You're like our guardian angel.
I'm still carrying my
That wouldn't be a bad look
scissors.
for you, Forrest. A little White Wing Halo number. Maybe something for the K-Fam Halloween party.
All right, everyone, let's calm down. Ricky, I'm just glad we could help you and Maxie.
Is there anything else we can help
I
you
like
with,
the
Ricky?
tactile
Actually,
sound here.
I think I have some info that might help you.
We've done final breath. Really?
Oh? What's that?
You see, man,
The hang-ups, I think, is the
me and
last one I
Jason
have
know
to
each
play.
other.
You know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gallows High and played on the football team together. He was a gnarly offensive linesman, and I was our star wide receiver. Runner Ricky, they called me.
All right.
Really?
And what does that have to do with tonight?
Well, because George, the guy who drowned, he was on our team too.
Really? What can
Tell
you
me about him. What was George like?
I didn't know him for long, man. Sad to say. We had our first team party on the night he drowned.
Oh my.
He seemed like such a good dude.
Ricky, were you there when George drowned?
No, man. Once the party turned, I beat feet out of there.
Turned?
Man, I remember George and his girl there.
His
There was
girl?
a whole lot of love, man. I could see it, you know?
What was her name?
Ricky, please. What was her name?
I never got her name, man. He just called her Bean. I didn't really know her before or see her after that.
Then what did she look like? Please, tell us anything you remember.
I just remember a pretty girl, man. I'm sorry.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long.
Yeah.
What happened?
What took the turn?
We were just having a good time, and then the next thing I knew, everyone was running for their life.
Oh my.
I looked up and saw a goddamn whistling man in the trees.
In the trees, huh?
And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home. Didn't know about George until next morning at school.
I'm guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
Yeah. I don't know how George died, but I always felt like if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me. And
It wasn't your fault, man.
Ricky, it wasn't your fault. You're not a bad person.
I know that now, ma'am. It took a long time to learn, but
Fair enough.
yeah. Just thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Thank you, Ricky.
This
Appreciate
helps.
it.
Thank you.
You got it, man. Anyway, I think it's time for me and Maxie to free up your phone lines.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening, man. I'll let you to it.
Night, Ricky.
Hmm.
All right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has any info about this mysterious being, please call in.
I'm pretty
If
sure
she
it's
was
in
George's
Seattle.
girlfriend back then, she's probably in her mid to late 30s now. Huh. Oh, we have another call coming in, but hang on.
What's up, Peggy?
Peggy.
Peggy?
Peggy.
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this.
All right.
I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Hello?
Forrest,
Woo!
got back through to you. Sounds
Woo!
like a busy night, huh?
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator, leading the charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
Woo!
We're happy to have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
Mmm. Oh, it's been a long
Ever
night.
since you found Sheriff Matthews, it's only gotten worse. It's been a long night.
Well, it shouldn't be too much longer now.
Woo!
I'm glad I got through to you. I wanted to let you all know what's going on. I made it to Henderson. Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines, and they had no idea what was happening. After I told them, well, their sheriff sent a goddamn squad back with me to stop this.
Woo!
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the Whistling Man cut them?
I'm guessing so. I don't know how the Whistling Man did it. But that doesn't matter right now.
Right?
Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town.
It's not.
If we don't know where the Whistling Man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
All right. What do you need?
You can count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The Whistling Man already called up a few times.
Yep.
I bet she calls again.
Yep.
We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her.
Working on
Buy
it.
as much time as you can for us
You
to get
got
in.
it.
And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is.
All right then.
We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
Yeah. I'll do my best.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I can see the headlines now.
Can you?
Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go.
Yep.
Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars.
Woo!
Take care now.
Let's
See you soon,
go!
Leslie. Thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
Shouldn't she have dropped Deputy Martinez off at the hospital? I hope you're right.
I hope you're right. The sooner this is over, the better.
I am right. Trust me.
All right.
Anyway, we should get you back on air.
Yep.
Taking callers is the only way to see this through.
Let's do this.
Time to turn the music off. Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now,
Okay.
let's bring in our next caller.
Hello.
Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Hello, Forrest. This is John Hedges.
Hey!
Here with Casey. I wanted to give you an update on Jason.
Did we make it?
John, is he gonna be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be fine. We've got him stabilized and resting in a bed. We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Sweet.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Did we
Of
stop
course,
enough
Casey.
of the bleeding?
We're just happy he's okay.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us. whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Is this Forrest?
Hey, bud.
The one and only.
Woo!
I hope you're feeling
Jason
better.
survived!
Good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know. I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg, but John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you.
Oh my goodness, don't hurt yourself too much, buddy.
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But, before that, I needed to call you.
Yeah?
I'm guessing the Whistling Man is still out there?
Yep.
Yep. As far as we know, anyway.
I was worried you'd say that.
Yep.
God damn it.
Actually, I'm glad you called. I wanted to talk to you about what happened earlier.
Go for it.
We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky? Is he alright?
He's good.
He is now.
He's
I
fine.
mean,
We
he was
saved
attacked
him.
earlier.
And
but
Maxie.
This call
Got 'em
came
both.
after.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason. Where was I? Ah, yep. Ricky's fine. You don't need to worry about him.
That's a relief.
Yep.
He told us about George.
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now.
Yep.
It's been tough to hold it all in.
Oh my.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest.
Uh-oh.
And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time.
Oh my.
It was hell. And then the town just moved on. Like he'd never existed.
I'm sorry, man. What happened?
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers.
Oh, man.
We decided to plan a party in the woods.
Oh.
And have the Whistling Man crash it.
Oh,
It was
man.
stupid.
Yeah.
We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. At the party that night, I left the group for a second. Met our Whistling Man.
Ugh.
Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic. Those screams. That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
Oh.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead. But when I heard her scream,
Her scream.
Ricky mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean. Oh yeah. I guess George did call her that. Yeah.
Hmm.
He called her Bean. I heard her again tonight, Forrest. Her name was...
What?
Uh-oh.
What happened? Are we still on air?
No, we're not. Seems like the power is completely gone.
How do we get it back on?
I don't, we can use the emergency generator down in the basement. Reggie picked it up a while ago in case we ever need
Oh,
to do an
good.
emergency broadcast.
An emergency broadcast?
Emergency? You know, nuclear war, alien attack, broadcasting a serial killer's location to the cops so we can end this nightmare.
Yeah.
Fair point.
It's in the storage area in the far back corner, up on the wall. You might have spotted it earlier when you were digging around for all those tapes.
Probably.
It'll have a big red button.
Yeah, I
Just
thought that
press
was a security system.
I'll see you when you're back.
That sounded a little bit... I'll see you when you're back. Why was she hesitant about that? Does she not think she's going to make it back? I have safety scissors! It's going to be okay! Don't worry, I've got scissors! And I'm locking the doors behind me. It's fine. That's That's fine. You know what? Crawl around in the dark. Right? That's fine. Crawl around in the dark with a serial killer on the loose down to their most likely entry point and press a button. Yep. This sounds like a great idea. Her name was We did find that flyer with somebody named Margaret on it, right? This is the wrong room. I need to be in this room?
Huh.
Yes.
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
Why is it also such a mess? Can I ask you that? You ask why so big. I ask why so
That
disgusting.
Must be it. Boom.
Push the
We've
button.
got power. The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy.
Okay. I've got scissors! You have a knife and I have two knives taped together. That's definitely somebody upstairs, right? Like, I'm definitely hearing footsteps that are not mine. Okay. Cool. You know how we left the basement door open?
What the hell?
Uh-oh. I missed a jump scare, but it still jump scared me because I am a big chicken. I missed a jump scare, but I'm still pretty scared. Hello?
Oh no.
Peggy? I can't close the door behind me.
Peggy, where'd you go?
Okay, at least he closed the door behind me.
This can't be happening.
Hi. How are ya? Didn't want to mess with my safety scissors, did ya?
A call.
Hi.
Where's Peggy, Don?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night, almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet.
I can tell.
Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
What do you mean? Keep her on.
Make the
Stall
most of it
her.
how?
So, questions.
Huh?
I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest.
Oh.
The one who started it all.
So that's
Only
not
to get
Dawn.
Out of your mouth and
You crazy bitch!
That's not
Let
Dawn.
me go!
welcome
That's
to the
somebody
air,
else.
Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait.
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago.
I was right.
He crawled out of his coffin with all the money in the world.
Wait, where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest.
Obviously.
I'm here with Teddy. And if he says where that is, well,
So who's this?
he knows he'll get it.
Wait, then who am I looking at?
Always go with
Forrest
a question.
Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Your son?
Your son? You mean you... Wait, that he...
Yes, Forrest. He and I had a son.
So there were 2 whistling men tonight.
Yep.
Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly. And Murphy, he was right, wasn't he? He did fight a man.
He did. I taught my boy to never run away from a fight.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow?
Yep.
Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this.
All right then. So this is Henry, and he's got Marie.
Marie Campbell?
Marie Campbell.
George's old girl. Oh. Well.
Wait,
it
didn't what's her name
sure
say her
has
original name
been
was Campbell, or am I
since
crazy?
I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
So what's going
Where
on?
are you going with all of this?
Let's keep her
Everyone's
talking.
gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night.
I gotta look around this office.
20 years ago.
Listen to me. You. Ah!
You're gonna talk when I talk to you, and not a moment before. Meanwhile,
I
Forrest,
don't have anything to open.
give you a chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Oh, really? Why should
Why
I?
should I help you? Why should I play any part in this?
Because I think you believe in justice.
You think this is justice?
You have no goddamn idea, Forrest. These people you've been trying to save, they were all in on it. They all
Happy
knew George was
birthday,
murdered, but
Peg.
Murdered? Oh,
Now
listen,
you are
I-
8. Now you're great and 8. Love M.
I said you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some
Love
good work
M. So
tonight,
Marie?
piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
I'd love to.
If you say so. I'm not really in a position to argue.
I'm happy we have your cooperation. Do a good job, and hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and
Okay.
if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just, talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
How would I know? It was 20 years ago.
Be honest, Teddy.
Be honest with me or we're both going to die.
Honest? Forrest, I'm trapped here with a psycho. Ow. What the hell? God damn it. Okay.
Honest. Thank
Our
you.
first team party was coming up. And when
Yep.
I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
Okay. The night Mooney
It was
vanished?
the night Mooney, the original Whistling Man, vanished. Isn't that right?
That's right. And hell, it seemed too perfect to pass up. I was just surprised no one had ever thought to do it before.
Wait,
Okay.
you mean this was the first Whistling night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point.
Alright then.
God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course. But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky, he was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky.
Instead of
our
Roller
wide
Ricky?
receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know,
Ooh.
because I'm a decent man.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do. He had some issues. Wasn't stable.
Yeah, I can tell.
I didn't want him to hurt his chances in life. So I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Yep.
Keep talking.
About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
I looked up at the trees and saw Jason there. Bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man. Screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind.
Okay.
But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
Nope, Ricky didn't know.
No, Marie, you're wrong. Ricky didn't know.
What?
Did you miss that part of the broadcast? I spoke to him earlier.
He had no clue.
no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut.
There you go.
If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But
yep.
Well, it doesn't matter. He didn't run his mouth enough to tell anybody about it afterwards. He's still guilty.
It was just a stupid prank.
She's getting herself into trouble there. Just a prank?
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on. God damn it.
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Yep.
Oh. Well, shame he didn't have the good sense to die earlier. He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but
anything about where she was
the Whistling Man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
I can stall for time here.
What happened?
Tell me, what happened next?
I suddenly recognized it was Chuck.
Ah!
Chuck Brody was the Whistling Man, laughing away.
So that's why you targeted Chuck Brody.
But then he stops, and he's looking up at the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at? Teddy, what happened next?
Nothing. I mean, it was just
Teddy.
Don't
George
do that.
fell off Whistling Point.
And where were you in all this? Oh, how do you know?
How do you know what
Keep
happened?
it open.
I
Keep it open.
saw it.
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man too, and
I didn't push him. God damn it! I just chased him up there, and
he
he
fell.
kept backing up. When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
Yep.
You liar.
It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke. If he'd had any brains, he would have realized.
You were an idiot!
You bitch. No one's going to believe this. After all you did.
Yeah, it's not like it's on the radio or anything. Then why the cover-up? Keep
If
them
she's
talking.
lying,
Keep them talking.
why the
Keep
cover-up?
them talking.
My future was at stake, Nash.
Yeah, I figured as
You
much.
know what it's like. People like us are bred for bigger things.
Oh my god, shut up.
I'm going to be the mayor of this town, Forrest. And then governor. And then, who knows? What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke gone wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up.
That's what I figured.
George was a blip?
He wasn't a blip, Marie.
He wasn't.
His father covered it up from there. I searched for George's body all night, but
Sandra found him the next morning while out jazz running.
she found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up, unless she... Teddy, did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
Yep.
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
So is that a yes?
I take it that's a yes?
Yes, okay?
I'm trying to end in questions to keep them talking.
That's it then. Your father was going to run her out of business, unless she lied and said she found him in the
I'm also
reservoir
not hearing anything in the
instead of
background to
river.
tell me where they
What
are.
my father did in his business dealings is nothing to do with me.
The false reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but...
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking. That he just got himself into trouble. And
I saw. I'm sorry.
Yep.
For all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her sister's life. And her own.
even still, she should have told the
That's
truth.
another crisis of conscience.
I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper.
We're pushing her into some crisis
Coward
of
killed the story.
consciousness.
But Maurice Russell is dead now.
Oh, so Russell was targeted because she went to the paper and they killed the stories.
When will the killing end, Marie?
There we go.
When does it end?
You can't kill the world. This has to stop sometime.
It has to. It never should have started. He shouldn't have pushed my George off a cliff. He should have been punished. But it's coming to a stop. At least for now. Here, where George and I first
Where
met.
George and I first
Before
met.
he joined your football team.
Before he joined the football team.
Was right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec.
School gym. It's gotta be this school gym because it was right after he shot the winning throw. And it was before he joined the football team. So it's gotta be the gym. 'Cause it's definitely not the roller rink. So that's gotta be basketball?
We're at Gallows Creek High, in the gymnasium.
That's right, Forrest. Not
Hi,
that it
you
matters, but
moved.
Yes, we're here.
Hi.
Anyway, I think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy. So,
Whoop.
Marie? Where? Oh my god.
Yeah, it
Peggy.
was Marie. So,
Teddy?
You've got to help me.
quiet.
so Teddy survived.
We'll talk
We
more
got a little
later.
thing.
Now I have to talk to someone who mattered more than you ever did.
Oh.
Peggy. It's been so long since I've seen your face. I worried you wouldn't come.
Marie! Oh my god. I thought you...
And here I was, thinking you'd forgot me.
She never forgot
I'd
you.
never forget my own sister.
Sister? Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even there?
Wanna
Okay.
explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. Do you remember?
Yes.
Well, it was from Dawn.
Oh.
She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died.
She was.
And that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out.
That my sister is the Whistling Man.
You have a nephew
Good to see
too.
you
He's
too,
in front of me.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
I'm sorry. This has to be a lot for you.
It
I
does.
just
And they learned she was
Marie,
pregnant. It was
so
a different
sorry.
time.
I never knew. It's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now.
Yep.
But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
You mean Peggy? Oh, here we go. Is that why you attacked Eugene?
Wait. Is that why you went after that kid in the maze? Eugene Stein? Because his parents?
That's right. Eugene's parents were there that night, too. They got themselves killed in a bus accident. And since only their child was left... Murray, please. Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me. Just like the rest.
Nope, she did not. I have the card.
Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
Ooh, you're moving again.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Got a couple of kisses at the bottom.
Well,
Henderson police! Freeze!
Woo!
No! Henry! Get out of there!
Peggy!
We have 2 wounded, and we're in pursuit of the suspect.
Henderson police! Freeze!
Woo!
Forrest!
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
I'll be okay. God, Marie!
Hey, Zara!
Hey!
You look after Peggy. She needs
Peggy
help.
survived!
Now, we got here just in the nick of time.
Woo!
Marie.
She bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
Woo!
Well, folks, it was a long night, but we made it through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash.
Good night and good morning. Oh, it's been a scream.
And it's been a scream.
Because he does the scream thing. Woo! And I survived! Hey! Alright then. What do we got? I only lost 2 that I could save, right? Can we turn the music down, please? Sound. Music volume. Turn the sound effects down a little bit. Okay. So I'm not sure what's on. There we go. Okay, that's better. So
Officer Trout, come in. One suspect is in custody. We trailed the other suspect into the nearby woods.
oh, uh-oh. We're getting their end. So we saved everybody but 2 of them. We only lost 2. That's not bad. That's not bad. If I'd done under the desk for Maurice, we could have saved him, and if I'd chosen it like right, I think, for Eugene, we would have made it. All right. So we made it, right? I'm guessing this is a dev room for the game. All right. Woo! So we survived! Woohoo! We only lost 2 people. Am I on this board? Jennifer, Scott, Cynthia, Tammy, Peggy, Forrest. Yep, there I am. Peggy and Forrest. We survived. Oh, that's all the teens. Hot David, Chad, Kyle. Roller Ricky made it! Woo! They don't have a picture for Max on the board. They should have a picture for Max. Roller Ricky and Max.
At the top of Whistling Point.
Oh, Alright. So we have one of the two suspects at the top of Whistling Point. So it's either Henry or Sandra up there. Or Henry or Marie, not Sandra. Sandra was one of the ladies we saved. So it's either Henry or Marie up there. So they're chasing the suspect through the woods.
Put your hands in the air! Get down on the ground!
Uh-oh. So we've either got Henry or Marie. I'm guessing her son's around 20s because she should be in her late 30s, in her mid to late 30s.
Nobody else has to get hurt.
And if she got pregnant around 15 or so, that would make her son late teens, early 20s.
No, stop! Suspect has jumped!
No! Ooh. So they captured somebody.
Officer Lugo, do you have a visual? Negative. No sign of the suspect anywhere.
Oh. So we only lost 2. That's not bad. So the suspect jumped, but they didn't fall, which means they could have survived. Right? Ooh. So if our suspects survive, does that mean they're going to be out for blood in killer frequency too? I'm assuming there's going to be a 2. There's always a 2 these days. Hello? I'm just kind of waiting for the last of the epilogue dialogue. Anything else? No, that's it? Nope, we done. Alright, well, that was Killer Frequency. We survived. The killer jumped off. They got one of the 2 suspects. I'm going to assume it was Marie. Because I think they caught Henry. Right? I think they caught Henry trying to flee the radio station. So I'm going to assume they cornered Marie at the top of Whistling Point, and she jumped, but they never found her body. So it's very likely that she survived, because like the reason why her boyfriend died was because he fell. He fell, he hit his head, he landed in the river, he drowned while he was unconscious. If she jumped, she would have been fully conscious and able to survive the river easily. Assuming she didn't hit her head on the way down. Probably not. So, either way, that was Killer Frequency. Tomorrow is November 1st, and that starts Nancevember, where I am going to start playing through every single Nancy Drew I have until we're done with the series. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for the first day of Nancevember. Have a great day. Bye, everyone. Oh, I should say, before I give you my sign off, I should remind you I am live every Wednesday to Sunday, somewhere between 8 and 10-ish, depending on my husband's schedule. But, that being said, I will see you tomorrow for Nancevember. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.